All right. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your girl, Killer K, aka K, in the blink. To me, hey, blink. Also known as your sovereign celestial empress, empress, emperor, or whatever you prefer. Also known as your sovereign celestial judge, your cosmic judge. All right. This is going to be like cosmic tea mixed in with cosmic court, because that's just what we're doing right now. So definitely, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to, if you want to book a reading, we can definitely book a reading. The information will be below, okay? Yeah, let's just get started, collective. I'm feeling like we just ain't nothing to it but to do it, okay? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's get started here on this message. It's a lot of energy that I'm picking up on because it's like so much going on. I feel like I haven't been here in a very long time, but I kind of want to just like get right into it. So there's a lot of Piscean energy happening right now with the collective here soon. There's a Pisces new moon on February 20th that kickstarts Pisces season. And then shortly after that, around March 7th, Pisces goes into Saturn. So this is going to be a Saturn return for a lot of people. And I believe Saturn is stationed direct. I'm not sure if it's going to go indirect or if that's going to happen next year in Pisces, but we've kind of got like a little pregame energy going on. And I really want to explain what that's going to mean for a lot of us here. Not only is Pisces going into Saturn, later on, Pluto will be going into Scorpio. Oh, sorry, not Scorpio. We'll be going into Aquarius, where it will be for the next, I believe, 20 years. So these are some really, really important times coming up in our life. And the decisions that we're making right now are going to set the tone for what to expect for a while. This Saturn, Pisces and Saturn will be for now until I believe 2025 or 2026. Okay, don't quote me, do your research, all right? So we've got a lot of cosmic tea to kind of break down, and I really want to get like structured within that. And then I want to get like some general messages out, and then we're going into cosmic court. This cosmic court is very, very big because the Galactic Federation is being channeled. This is a serious thing. Like, this is a very serious thing. As I'm looking, I see the Page of Cups here in one of my decks. It's that feeling of the inner child. Okay, so the children being born right now are highly spiritual. From now until 2025 is what I'm hearing, and beyond are very, very spiritual. Going to be coming in with a lot of information around technology, but I'm hearing like biospheric technology. So I don't know, I'm getting like the energy of like the technology of your body, how your body works. Okay, different things that are coming in to enhance the body. All right, so let's just see what's going on here. There is a little bit of energy that I'm picking up on, like for the spiritual people, that you may be noticing, and it is a little bit of energy around like you have to be louder than your enemies. You have to speak louder. Your faith needs to be louder than your enemies. I'm not talking about what you can physically say to someone, but like what you believe about yourself has to be louder than the doubt that you feel or that you hear. We got apology with battles reversed. So let's just get some cosmic tea. Let's just get the cosmic tea energy. I'm just picking up like this inner child. It's like a fight for the children right now. And the fight is allowing the inner child to be free from these systems. I'm seeing like these chains, these ropes, because a lot of us don't realize that our inner child came into a space and a time where we were very restricted. Okay, we were very much like, no, you can't have an imagination. No, everything has to be like this. ABC, 1, 2, 3. There was no there wasn't an ability to allow abstract thought and abstract emotion, which is where we would have learned to evolve from our daily routines, patterns, and what have yous. However, as soon as those children came to give us that information, we immediately indoctrinated them with what we thought was the correct curriculum and the formula, right? So there's this level of an inner child, the inner child being entrapped, chained, right, to this cycle called karma. So the inner child was here to give us this inspiration, this divine spark for new innovations, right? But instead, when they came to this realm and this reality, they were immediately met with restrictions. Okay, Saturn energy. No, you can't do this. No, we don't believe in that here. And this is how we do this. This is how we do that. And although at the time we were thinking, we're just wanting to socialize the child into this society so that they know how to operate. Now we're starting to understand and understand that the child that came in was actually going to socialize us to a new way of thinking had we given them the time, the space, and the opportunity. We have thief card reverse. So there could have been a thief that got caught, some enemy here, somebody who was being selfish or dishonest. I'm hearing somebody's learning the error of their ways. We have moon card. Cycles, intuitions, and shadows with windfall. So this is the energy of like whatever you felt was stolen from you as an inner child, in your inner child, whatever you felt was taken from you, robbed from you, whether that was your imagination, your dreams, your ability to go beyond the mind and go beyond what you were taught. It's like that's coming back around now. Those dreams, those imaginations, right? Those things like, so what I was saying in some of my other lives is that it's this energy around, right? It's this energy around what you imagined as a child. What, the age-old question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Okay. What was your answer to that question? Because this is the part of the story where you're all grown up and what you want to be when you grow up, like now you have to answer to that. So a lot of children were given like generic ass answers, not because they didn't have a bigger insight into what they wanted to be or what they already were for that matter. It was more so like, okay, what have I been socialized? What is my range of awareness? And then within that, what am I choosing what role am I choosing to play? A lot of us were realizing as children, we were preparing ourselves to play a certain role in this grand game, in this grand play. We were preparing ourselves for what was to come. So when people ask us, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's almost like saying, what role are you going to play when you get old enough, right? What is your job going to be on this earth? A lot of children, oh, I'm a doctor, I'll be a nurse, or right? But those are the terms that they use based off the level of understanding that we were conditioning them to. So if some child says, I want to be a nurse, that could mean that they want to be a healer. That could mean that they want to be a medicine man, a medicine woman. They want to be involved in herbalism, therapeutic, like type healing. So it's a range, right? But we give them a small vocabulary for such big, grand ideas. And now I'm seeing here that these things that the children were manifesting all along, because that's a manifestation. What do you want to be when you grow up? You're speaking something out, meaning that you're manifesting that timeline at a very early age. So when we start to understand that children are master manifestors, what comes out of their mouth at a very early age dictates the life and the timeline that they're going to live, then we start to understand why there's a need for society to condition them to like be obsolete and not like abstract. But with this, we have this level of breakthrough. All right. So it's really time to look towards the children. Those are the real spiritual beings. Those are the real ancestors that have come back again and again and again and again, right? And now it's like, you can't steal something that you never knew about that was hidden. So the things that were hidden, the positive outcomes, the breakthroughs that are happening right now, these things were hidden all along. There could have been hidden gifts, right? Hidden abilities that the inner child is just now bringing out, because again, you cannot steal, you cannot harm, you cannot taint something that you have no awareness about. Sun card. We got the moon and the sun in one reading here with the cosmic T. So this is confidence, positiveness, happiness, right? A positive outcome and a breakthrough that's happening right now on a global scale, on a intergalactic, a cosmic scale, right? At the bottom of the deck, we have battles reversed with Uranus. So this is a level of change. The world is changing as we know it. Let's see what's the general energy here, just off rip, okay? Let's see what the general energy is. We got thief reverse, moon card, windfall, breakthrough. What's going on with the collective here? I'm seeing this level of success happening. There's been a lot of doubt around some success. This success has been like a long-awaited success. This could be with a masculine, or this could be with a water sign, or somebody that has, it's both. It's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine and feminine. So I feel like you are a successor to your grandparents. I'm hearing that it skipped a generation. So whatever it is that your grandparents did and accomplished, it skipped a generation and it went to you. You are the continuance of your legacy here. You're being exalted, you're being lifted up. We have the Magician with the Six of Wands. So something that you were manifesting from childhood up until now is coming into fruition. I'm seeing the month of June is going to be significant for this. We got the 6, okay? So this could be Venus energy, but I'm seeing Gemini, okay? It's like you've successfully accomplished something, or you have all the tools that you need to succeed. And this is something that was never able to be taken from you. Although you may have gone through what I'm seeing in early childhood is like someone or something or society rampaging all these gifts that you have, all these jewels that you have at an early age, right? Trying to find the missing jewel, or trying to find that hidden jewel that's going to be, the energy fueler to whatever diabolic plan, right? And it was never found. There's something that's been tucked really deep within you, okay? Really deep within you. And this was very intentional by the divine. Because now that there's a breakthrough happening, right? And this breakthrough is coming in forms of like transformation. Now that there's this breakthrough, we have the sun with the battle card reversed. So this is the energy of like being a success. Like somebody was never able to get all the way deep and penetrate a very deep part of you by design. It was not something that anybody could steal. In fact, you weren't even aware of this. You had to go through a level of intense shadow work to unravel all these ties and all these like bondages that were on you to get to this point where you understand this jewel of wisdom, energy, prosperity, and abundance. And this ends up being your breakthrough. This ends up being your positive outcome. This ends up being the key for you to put down any burdens. 8 of Wands energy, okay? What's this 8 of Wands energy? What is all this energy here? You're moving forward here, Chariot with the Ace of Cups. So this is the energy of like an offer or an opportunity here. This is something where you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to stress. This is also ascension symptoms and upgrades that you're getting on a heart chakra level. But I'm getting like, in order to even get to this part of the play or of the game, you had to go through a lot of ascension. You had to go through a lot of battles, a lot of like difficult spiritual battles. So this is for people who've had like difficult childhoods. You already started off this lifetime battling and fighting for your voice to be heard. Because what I'm seeing for this is that there's something that you're meant to say or speak from the heart into this world. You're meant to like offer something, and then also in return receive something without the burden and the stress and the worry. I'm picking up that in the previous season of your life, there was a lot of stress because you were not feeling heard, meaning that you were not able to move forward in the direction that you were meant to go. But now you have clarity. Okay, this is clarity to ask questions. All right, this is clarity about your own energetic abundance, what you have to bring to the table. So you're starting to understand, right, with the Hangman reverse, you're starting to understand with clarity why all these things happened in your past. The Hierophant. You could be a spiritual teacher, or you could be somebody here who is being enlightened to a spiritual teaching, okay? A new way of thinking is what I'm hearing. And now you're starting to understand why everything happened the way it did, all right? And I'm getting that there was a lot of things that you had to overcome in order for this energy to move through you, not just come to you or around you, but move through you. Okay, you had to go through the darkest night of your own soul to recognize that the light that you see at the end of the tunnel is not just a light to your salvation, it is your own divine light. This is sovereignty. This is like freeing the inner child, is what I'm seeing here. This is that cosmic tea. And through learning and initiation, through learning to walk away from the past and make a judgment, through study, through effort, through practice initiative, this is how you're able to make this judgment here, okay? So you realize that you don't need any external like validation. You really don't need anything else but yourself. This is this independence that you've gained on your own, this awareness. This is like you becoming self-aware of something. All right. You being able to come through the darkness and into the light on your own. And you've always only been doing this on your own as well. All right, let's see how the world around you is perceiving you in this energy collective. This is the cosmic T. We got the Ace of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles. So this is like you are secure, okay? Ace of Pentacles is a seed. It is the beginning. It is some sort of energy that's being given to you. The world around you sees you as, with the Four of Pentacles, having everything you need, okay? Moon card reverse. Like the things that were hidden, that moon energy that was hidden is this seed that was always protected. So this is an energy of like protection. You've always been protected. And you may have felt like this protection was like, okay, if I was so protected, then why did these things happen to me? Why was I too afraid to say what I needed to say? Why was I not getting the validation that I needed at an early age? Why was I not able to speak my truth? And why did I feel delayed, like I couldn't move forward in certain areas of my life? Because I feel a sense of frustration when I talk about that. However, those very things shaped and molded you to have this voice that you have today, right? You may have already had this introspective like idea, or you may have already had this feeling about whatever it is that you're expressing right now. However, maybe you didn't have the words to say. Maybe you were not being understood because you had to go through a process of really digesting your own interpersonal thoughts and your own interpersonal emotions to be able to then explain it in a way that was understood. Meaning the things that you went through at an early age shaped you, taught you, and enabled you to be able to speak with clarity about what you're saying in today's like situation or circumstance, whatever it is that you're experiencing. I hope that makes sense, collective. You had to be shaped and molded through the lenses of society to be able to make sense what you were saying. At an early age, it was like nobody understood something that you understood to be so simple. You were like, hey, if we just love each other, we can get through all these hard times. However, you had to get through the hard times with your own love to then come back and say, hey, we are getting through these hard times by loving each other. Let me give you an example of a hard time that I went through and I successfully gone through because of my own inner love, not something that I had to get validated, not something that I had to get approved of. Right. And this is something that like you speak, but you don't even have to speak it at this point. Your life is an example of the thing that you wanted to say at an early age, meaning there's confirmation and clarity about this spiritual enlightenment that you have, right? You have a lot of people now that are curious about you, asking you questions. How did you get through this? How did you do that, right? Wanting to know how you survived the own darkness of your soul. And you let them know it was the light of my soul that guided me the whole way. Five of Wands reverse energy. That's the cosmic T. So I'm not going to be focusing about this person did this and that person did that, because every single person that did this or did that is the very reason why you're here, speaking your truth, loving the way that you love, understanding the world the way that you understand it, and so on and so forth. A lot of us want to get frustrated about why somebody did this to us and why they didn't do this to us. And it's not about that. If you realize that this whole world is a fucking dream right now, you're dreaming, and each person that you encounter is a character of your own subconscious mind, meaning it is a part and a faction and a fraction of you, an aspect of yourself. You stop blaming people. You stop feeling the need to say this person did this and that person did that. And you start understanding that you're a character in your own fucking play. Not only are you a character in your own play, but the person that you're interacting with is also a version of you that's a character in your own play. And the observer watching the play is also a character in your play, meaning we are all operating out of one collective mind. Now, we can be experiencing different realities, right? Watching a movie from different perspectives, but it's the same movie. Six of Wands. This is you rising up, elevating from this conflict and turmoil of your past. All right. That's the cosmic T. You learning some shit today. You learning some shit, and you understand that the pain and suffering was no more than you needing to get uncomfortable to learn a different aspect, to see something a different way. 3 of Swords reversed with the Judgment. This whole experience has been about you healing. The initial conflict was the trauma that you experienced at an early age. And that trauma was meant for you to come to a conclusion to heal. Because when you heal, you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for the collective. So you've healed for the collective. You've gone through pain for the collective, but in your own individual perspective of what that looks like, right? So in the movie, you could be the mother who goes through the childbirthing pain for the child to come through, who has the pain of being on this planet again, right? Everybody is going through some level of conflict to then come to a conclusion to heal said conflict, except we're doing it through different perspectives of ourselves, meaning you are God, and every version of you that you see outside of yourself is also God. And God is just playing different characters in your life to experience you in different aspects and for you to experience God in different aspects. And that's quite literally all it is. So all these outside external conflicts are conflicts that are happening internally. You're not fighting with somebody outside of you, you're fighting with yourself. This could also be in the love energy, the Lover's card here. This is also you being like, okay, I got this energy that I don't want to give out to anybody. And I understand that, like, through my love situations, right? Through the revelation of seeing in my connections, there's an energy that I have that I don't need to share with everybody else. There's a section of energy that I do and I can share with everybody else. But there's also energy that I don't need to share with anybody. It is only for me. And that's not being selfish and that's not being greedy. That is unconditioning myself to believe that every single thing and every single piece of me is for every single person outside of me. Some shit is just for you, collective, and that's just what it is. And you're understanding that through realizing that the Most High buried this very valuable energy in you so deep where nobody could find it, so that one day when you did realize where it was and what it was, you understood why you couldn't access it before. And you understand why everybody was tearing you apart, tearing you to shreds to find that shit. Because this was the most valuable piece of energy that you had. This was your own essence. Yeah, it's that fucking deep, collective. It's that deep. All right. It was your imagination. It's your divine spark. It's your divine energy. Now you can speak freely and say, yeah, I used to give away all parts of myself until I found the biggest, deepest part of myself that I could never get away. I could never give it away. 10 of Wands reversed with the Devil card. Now you're not invested in temptation. You're not invested in low vibrational energy. You put down the burden of trying to carry low vibrational energy. It's done. It's no longer a struggle to walk away from things that don't serve you. It's no longer a struggle to say no to things that are harmful for you. It's no longer a struggle. You put down that fucking burden. Now the devil has no job for you. There's no job for the devil, and the devil has no job for you, because you understand that there's a part of you and a piece of you that you have to protect. And that piece of you and part of you has always been tempted to give it away. You've always been tempted to go back and do things that you no longer need to do anymore. You've always been tempted to go to a format of yourself that is less than the version of yourself that you have right now. Why? Because this is an attempt to get some energy from you that you need to protect. This is called protecting your energy. That it's valuable, that there's certain things you just don't give away. There's certain secrets that you just don't tell, period. 10 of Pentacles energy here with the 6 of Swords. You're healing your bloodline. You could be a healer in your bloodline. Your ancestors are carrying you to easier times, to calmer waters, because you understand on a fundamental level, it's some shit I just don't got to give away to everybody. I ain't got to tell you how I manifested this thing, because what works for me may not work for you. We are walking in individual realities right now. And that's the other thing I'm seeing too here. You're starting to realize each character that you see outside of yourself is operating in a different frequency, in a different reality. So no, you can't force somebody to do something that you want them to do. You can't force somebody to see something that you want them to see, because they are innately in a reality where they're already seeing it in the version and the way that they're supposed to see it. Some of you guys don't realize somebody else is living a completely different reality, whether you're talking to this person face to face, or you can call them on a phone, or you could look at them on a computer like you're looking at me. They're living a different reality than you, even if y'all living in the same fucking world. They're on a different aspect than you. They're seeing the world different than you are. You may be looking at it from this perspective. They're looking at it from this perspective. You have no idea. So it's important to listen to understand and not just listen to respond. Then you'll start to understand, okay, this person is looking at reality from an unhealed version. This person is looking at reality from a super conscious mindset. This person is seeing reality and viewing reality from a subconscious, right? But if I'm operating as if everybody sees and hears and feels the way that I do, that's why my reality starts to get screwed up. Because I'm not realizing, wait a minute, I'm operating in my own world and somebody else is operating in their own world. You're on different fucking timelines. And that's the cosmic key. All right. Yeah, we're trying to come together. Yeah, we're trying to heal. But you're in a different timeline than somebody else. That's why you and this person never get aligned the way you want them to get aligned with you. And there's no need to force it. This person's in a different timeline than you. They're living in a different reality and in a different worlds. Let's see what's going on with this cosmic court energy, because I'm feeling this galactic federation energy coming through as well. That was the cosmic tea. I mean, that's just what I was seeing. Yeah, this Pisces and Saturn energy is like, yo, that inner child is being freed from the karmic timelines, from the karmic time lords, from the restrictions, all that karmic energy. It's like, you're free now. You're free to go, right? But you have to initiate your own freedom and your own justice. So this is going to be the time and the season of your life where you realize you don't need a fucking birth certificate. You don't need a title to tell you who you are. This is also realizing your own sovereignty, that karma, that the structures that be, that father time, unfortunately, has lied to you. You've been lied to. You have not been told the whole truth. You've been in an illusion about who you are and where you come from. And now, spiritually, that illusion is getting busted wide open. The things that you innately knew as a child are coming back to the forefront in a different aspect. Now it's what you thought you saw as a child versus what you're seeing as an adult. But you can understand, your inner child can understand it, right? So this is like, oh, the fairy tales that they told me in the nursery rhymes as a child, I didn't question what Miss Mary Mack with silver buttons all down her back meant. I didn't understand or question ring around the rosy, pockets full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Now I'm starting to understand this shit wasn't why was this a nursery rhyme? I was told something in the format of a fairy tale to my own detriment. They spoon fed this to me. They gave it to me like fucking applesauce and put it right in my mouth. And that shit was cyanide to my soul, bro. But the good thing about you, collective, is that you have the ability to rebirth yourself. And that you were so intelligent as a child that you manifested your timeline, so that even though you knew that you were going into a very restrictive energy, basically going into imprisonment, you said, when I come out on the other side of that, when I grow up and out of this imprisonment, this is what I'm going to be. What did Biggie say? Hanging pictures on my wall every Saturday, some Mr. Magic Molly Ma. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Right? So this is like what you envisioned way back, the pictures that you was hanging on your wall, them Jet magazine pictures, and you was like, I want to be like this person. I want to be like that. Those were manifestations. Those were your vision boards. They didn't go nowhere, collective. Your imagination was not for no reason. Why you think that they're so pressed on telling children that's not real? Magic is a fantasy. Why do you think? Because you were a master manifester before you even knew what the fuck manifesting was. You were already doing it. Anyways, let's get to the cosmic court, okay? And I'm having this tone about it because I'm just like, we need to fucking wake up and remember. Why is it that they repeat to us all these fairy tales about mermaids and all these ghost stories and these ghouls and ools, right? Why is it that they're telling us this shit over and over and over again? For what? If it's not true, if it's not real, why you keep telling people and children that Santa Claus is coming down a fucking chimney to give them a present if that shit ain't got some sort of meaning behind it or definition behind it? Why are y'all lying to the children? Because the children create the reality that we are now living in. So the lies that they were told way back when, whoever's creating this reality, whoever is co-creating this reality right now, you're co-creating it based off an illusion. But guess what? The catch is you already live in a fucking illusion. So that cancels it out. Eight of Wands with the alchemy. So this is a portal here that's opening up. What's going on with the cosmic force? The Galactic Federation is in the building. They're saying that we're opening up a portal here. This could be in August. I'm seeing the Strength card, Eight of Wands. So this is definitely August energy. This is a portal to abundance. Like your sovereign birthright is here now. You were not meant to be no fucking worker. You were not meant to come on this planet and slave and stress over a fucking finite piece of paper. You were not meant to do that. So why are you doing that? Why are you stressing? Why are you worried? You're perpetuating a state of illusion for an old world that doesn't exist. This is the split right here, collective. This is the 4D and the 5D literally splitting off. You understand that, right? So it's very important for you to go back to that internal knowing of who the fuck you were when you came on this planet. Because that same person and that same being that you existed as is the same motherfucker that we need right now. We don't need that fake version of you that's like rolling around in the brand new car and flexing this fake ass money that doesn't mean shit. We don't need that version of you. We need the version of you that understood day one when you stepped on this planet why you were here. I remember. When I was a child, I was like, Mom, I know how we can save the world. We can take the fucking the shit from the dump and the trash and start recycling it so our oceans don't get contaminated. I knew that shit at 5 years old before there was any talk about contamination in the fucking oceans. This is when it was like pretty prime. This was the 90s. It's pretty prime. It was prime time. But here I am, like, Mom, let's start fucking recycling because I just have a really odd feeling like one day the oceans are gonna get so fucking polluted, right? But I didn't know how to explain all that. I was just like, Mom, let's start recycling. And she was like, honey, they already do that. It's like nobody's taking this shit seriously. That in a couple of years from now, 10, 20 years from now, you're gonna wish that you went back and listened to your children when they told you what the fuck they were saying. When they talked about recycling, when they talked about solving the issues of the world, when they talked about bringing in world peace, you're going to wish that you took some sort of action on that topic. Because now, look at the way this shit is looking. Now the earth has to reset. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So let's see what the cosmic judges are saying, right? Let's see what the cosmic judges are saying, what the Galactic Federation is saying. We got the Sage of Crystals here. This is the mother of energy. This is Mother Earth right here, Sage of Crystals. She's like, Mama's like, actually, I can speak. Tower fucking card. Two of Wands. Mama's like, yeah, there's a tower happening right now. The structure that this abundance was born in is towering. Two of Wands means that this is a plan. There's connections happening all over the world. So things that are happening all the way in Turkey right now are connected to shit that's happening in the US. And things that are happening in the US is connected to shit that's happening in Japan. This plan is to help us come out of conflict. So Mama is like shaking and rattling and like moving. And your higher self is letting you know, hey, there's a transition happening. We're ascending right now. Your higher self is like, hey, so you could be ascending, you could be dealing with ascension symptoms right now, is what the Galactic Federation is saying, but it's like we're moving into a higher octave and a higher frequency. That's why Mama Earth is shaking shit up. That's why when you're gonna go to your bank to get some money out, ain't gonna be no fucking money there. You wanna know why? Because we don't operate off that system. Sorry you didn't get the memo. Your higher self should have let you know we were transitioning. Some real business going on here. This ain't no like playtime. Three of Swords reverse. It's time to fucking heal. The inner child, seeker of chalices. The inner child's like, man, I've been wanting to be free for a minute. I just want to play on the playground. I don't want to have to worry about getting up and going to work and doing all these fucking like trivial ass things, these primordial, like, what is this? This is primitive at this point. Yeah, I just want to play. I just want to imagine a new world. So we're collectively being asked to imagine what this new world looks like. And it ain't no new world order. That's bullshit. And also it's like, okay, yeah, the world's ending. For who? Who is the world ending for? Because who did it benefit? They get real silent when you say that shit. Who is this world that ending? Who did it benefit? This capitalistic society did not benefit motherfuckers that look like me. It didn't. I was a battery for the Matrix. I was not sitting at the top drinking pina coladas under the cabana. So yeah, I want this motherfucking world to come to an end because that shit was not beneficial to me or a majority of the people. Galactic Federation is like, who was that old world benefiting? Because the main motherfuckers telling you the world is ending and we're gonna have an alien invasion and all this shit is going on. Those are the same motherfuckers that benefited from the pain and the struggle that you and your family and your bloodline went through. So you damn right that world is ending and gives no fucks about it. What they over here hollering about? They're like, Kay, calm down. They're like, calm down, Kay. But no, that's how it's really going down in the realms. Because Mother Earth is like, babe, I'm tired. I'm not, I'm not the battery no more. Y'all not siphoning my fucking energy no more. The inner earth beings are like, we're gonna come out to the surface, but some shit is shaking up, right? It's like whatever you could imagine collective is going to be seen and heard. Like the world's gonna get so fucking crazy. You're gonna be like, yo, dinosaurs still exist? There's lands that have been undiscovered. Aliens are real. Mermaids are real. All that fairy tale shit that I thought was bullshit was real. Why do they keep repeating that shit to us if it's fake? What's the reason why you telling children about some shit that's fake for? They're saying don't worry, Nine of Swords reverse. There will be guidance about how to move, where to go, what to do. You're gonna get some ascension symptoms. Your intuition's gonna have a gnarly ass upgrade. Like you're gonna tap into the collective network where it's like, why do I need to message somebody on the internet app? Why do I even need to? Nah, we tapped into the hive mind. Ace of Pentacles. This is giving the promised land with this Four of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Cups. So you're going to start to feel energetically like you're at home. Damn, Ace of Cups with the Ten of Cups, bro. Sheesh. Eight of Swords reversed with the Strength card with the abundance. Damn. These are the blessings, babe. Don't worry. The guidance is that a new earth is being created. This is the new earth where your dreams are coming true, where the desires of your heart, the emotional fulfillment is you're receiving it. You're receiving what you were promised way long fucking time ago when you agreed to come up on this planet. You're being guided to this new earth. New resources is what I'm hearing. We ain't got to use the same toxic ass resources. It's like there's an empire already waiting for you. It's kind of like this seed that's being planted. This is what you're going to get by the time this shit grows and blooms and blossoms. You're going to have a new fucking empire and a new earth. So follow the guidance where your energy flows, right? So where do I feel most energetic? Do I feel energetic at a job that I literally can't stand? Or do I feel energetic like following my heart and my intuition? That's where you're going to feel this stability at. This new energy is also going to bring stability. This is emotional happiness. This is your heart feeling overjoyed, right? This is also connecting to your soul family because these other cups represent actual beings. Just like this Ace of Cups represents your heart chakra. That is an actual being. You're getting unstuck from something, unstuck from the matrix because you had the strength, right? To overcome the challenges to get to this abundance. And this abundance is also like an enlightenment that you get, that you have. Everything is coming around full circle. Damn. Okay, what is the cosmic force going to say? Oh, I forgot to say. Court is now in session. This is deep. I don't think people gonna understand. This is just they're gonna be like, oh, this is another. But no, this shit is deep. There's gonna be a lot of Mandela effects, a lot of like missing time, a lot of like people saying, do you remember the time in 1995 when we had this going on? And people are going to be like, no, I don't remember that shit. So a lot of timelines, right, are going to be like, there's a lot of mixing of energy right now. You may be realizing that you're trying to do one thing and then you keep jumping to a new thing. And then you have to re-jump back into this old thing and then jump back into this new thing because you are literally going in and out of these timelines. You're in the middle, right? Collective, a lot of us are in the middle of a very important ascension, like the earth's frequencies are changing. So I'm going to kind of give you all an example, right? Let's say I'm going to take these two cards, all right? So let's say you didn't understand that these two cards were actually two different realities. So you're just looking at a situation like this is all that it is, just this. And then you realize as there's some elevation, oh shit, we're separating. This is a reality, but this is also a reality, right? But it's from the same point of time. So as these start separating or elevating or departing from each other, you kind of get stuck in the middle, or not necessarily stuck, but you have a choice as you're in the middle. Am I going to align with this point in time, or am I going to descend or stay with this point in time? Which one am I going to do? Speaking of, this is the Seven of Cups with the King of Cups. So yeah, based on your emotional awareness, based on how you're feeling, is going to dictate what timeline you go towards. Eight of Wands. What is Cosmic Court wanting to let us know? Use that voice, collective. You got a voice for a reason. Sing, dance, get silly. Yeah, the world is basically ending, but that doesn't mean that you can't dance. That doesn't mean you can't dance. Wheel of Fortune in the etheric realms, some things are changing, is what they're saying. The cosmic judges are saying some shit is changing very, very fast. Knight of Wands. There's a shift happening like all at once right now. And it's causing us to be like, Seven of Cups, you got some actual timelines that you need to pick because you're trying to get to this Ace of Pentacles here. Etherically, this Ace of Pentacles is right there. That abundance, that seed for that new reality is all there etherically. But you got to take the action here to say, which timeline do I align with? Which reality am I going to shift into? Because there's multiple realities with the Seven of Cups. Yep, we got the Nine of Pentacles, which gets you to the 10. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, Lord of Material Gain. So there's something for you to have. Etherically, there's like some energy with your name on it for you to have. But you got to figure out the piece of the puzzle. You got to follow the clues. In order to get to this point of the timeline, you got to figure out what makes you feel good. Page of Swords here with the Ten of Cups. What makes me feel good? Because if you're going towards something that don't make you feel good, you're not going to get to the highest version of the timeline that you desire. Meaning you ain't going to get to that Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles until you discover what you want, what you desire, what makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. Meaning, what do you actually feel happy doing? It ain't no fucking 9 to 5 job. There ain't nobody on this fucking live or this fucking video gonna tell me I feel really happy at my 9 to 5 job. No, you don't. You a motherfucking lie. That's the conditioned version of you. What does the inner child feel happy doing? And this is things that you may have discovered or would have been discovering in winter. Crows could be very significant at this time as well. And I'm not seeing like regular crows. I'm seeing like this is a being, the crow being or something like that. So what is it that you feel good doing? What is it that makes you spark the fuck up and light the fuck up? Because whatever this is, once you actualize it, baby, now you're the fucking king or queen to this shit. Now you're like the sovereign celestial ruler of that shit, the emperor. Now you get the fucking white picket fence, the 2 kids, the dog. Somebody said, fuck your white horse in your carriage. So some of y'all don't want that fairy tale. What makes you happy is not what they told you was going to make you happy. Anything else for the Cosmic Court? Queen of Wands. So you need to take your power back. Etherically, there's some sort of power unclaimed. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. There's some power here that can actually turn into abundance, right? There's some power that you got to tap into that is being physically manifested right now. All right. We got the Lovers card. I knew they was going to talk about love with the Ace of Cups. Also, etherically, some of you guys are like resisting this physical union. Okay. You got somebody here that like matches your heart, mirrors your heart. This is your twin. Y'all share one fucking heart. Ain't that crazy? Here you were thinking, I gotta protect my heart. I gotta protect it. And it was the same fucking heart that this person had. Some of y'all realizing like, oh shit, the things that this person wants, I want too. It's a reflection. You're starting to realize you got one heart and that's the only heart that exists, the eternal heart. The forever heart, meaning every fucking person on this planet wants love. I don't care what you say. I don't care what kind of medical condition you have, what kind of mental fucked up shit you done went through in your life. Everybody on this planet wants to be loved, respected, taken care of, or taking care of somebody, right? Everybody wants that. So in turn, there's just one heart. We be thinking, oh my God, I gotta protect my heart, my heart, my heart, my heart. You only have one heart and everybody shares that one heart. We just are living through different aspects of this one heart, right? But we be looking at it from such like a minuscule point of view. Like, babe, you got one heart. Okay. You want the same thing that the motherfucker that broke your heart wants. That's the funny part. You want the same thing that the person that broke your heart wants. And that's just acceptance and to be loved. That's all they got for me. I didn't really feel the need to do like a whole like this person feels like this and then you feel like that because they feel like this. We all want the same fucking shit. All right. Even the villain in the story wants to be loved. That's usually why they turn into the villain because they're like, I'm not asking for that shit. I'm knocking down the fucking doors and getting what I want. But you gotta take that leap of faith. Anyways, that's what I got. That's what the sovereign celestial courts are talking about. Y'all could be getting a new home. You guys could be entering new relationships. You're being guided towards this new energy. So just listen to your higher self because you're being freed from the bullshit. I'm telling you, this is the last of it. I feel that so much in my soul that the shadow parts of me are annoyed that I'm saying that shit. They're like, bitch, how dare you tell them that this is the last of it? The shadow parts of me are annoyed right now. Like the demons around me are fucking upset. Like, how dare you tell them that they're free? Yeah, be mad, bitch. Be mad. Be fucking mad. Because truth is always gonna be truth. no matter how many lies are in the room. All right, that's what I got for y'all. Hope that you guys enjoy that message. It's a lot of motherfuckers that didn't want this message to get out today, but we give what kind of fucks about them? 0, nada, none, sayonara. Not sayonara. Anyways, collective. That's what I got for y'all. Sending love. If you guys would like to book a personal, information is down below in the description box. Yeah. Love y'all. Talk to you guys later. Peace.